So now let's proceed to the Appendix C, which tackled about to the young women of Malolos. In December 12, 1888, a group of 20 young women in Malolos, Philippines, petitioned in Governor General to open a night school to learn Spanish. So the request that they will be under of Teodoro Sandico to be their teacher. It was initially denied due to opposition from the local priest, was eventually approved with a different teacher, which is Senora Guadalupe Reyes. So this event highlights the women's courage in challenging tradition, authority, and pursuing education. So, after the Governor General approved the request, there are three conditions imposed on the Malolos Women's Night School highlight the context of their struggle for education. And the first one is the morning school, which this condition likely aim to minimize disruption to the established social order and religious practices, and it holding classes in the morning rather than at night, and it might have been seen as less disruptive or to the traditional routines and less likely to be perceived as subversive. And the second one is women will pay for their expenses. So, this condition underscores the women's commitment and agency. By financing their education themselves, they demonstrated their seriousness and lessened the burden on the government or other potential sponsors. And it also implicitly countered the idea that women were solely dependent on men. So the third one is under Senora Guadalupe Reyes as their teacher. So the stipulation of a specific teacher suggests a degree of control and oversight by the authorities. So Senora Reyes was likely deemed acceptable due to her perceived trustworthiness and a adherence to societal norms. And this contrasts with their initial choice of Teodoro Sandico, who may have been viewed as more problematic by the Spanish authorities. And the choice of teacher was a compromise to ensure the school remained within the acceptable boundaries. This is the 20 young women in Malolos.
Were discussed about five lessons of the theory to the young woman of Malolos. First, woman as a symbol of freedom. Second, the teaching of the Christ based the teaching of God. Third, role of woman and the family. Fourth, the qualities of mothers have to possess. And lastly, advice to the unmarried Filipinos. First, a woman as a symbol of freedom. Why a woman as a symbol of freedom? Because women have agreeable manners, beautiful ways, and modest demeanor. But there was, in all measures of services, difference for the words of their so-called spiritual brothers, due to excessive kindness, modesty, or perhaps ignorance. No longer does the Filipina stand with her head bowed or her dust spend time on her knees because she is quick by hope in the future. Third, role of a woman and the family children. Like a tree that grows in the mud and substantial good only for firewood. Because first is to empower themselves. Second, to teach their relative for the children. And last, to have a Spartan heart.
Okay, so good day everyone. My adlaw sir. So the teaching of the priest versus the teaching of God. You know that the will of God is different from that of a priest. Okay, so saintliness, bring up a child in the image of a true God. It involves nurturing their spiritual, intellectual, emotional, and physical development to reflect divine attributes. Okay, this is a lifelong journey, no? Not a destination, and interpretations vary across faiths. Okay. Uh, Also, no, Rizal emphasizes the crucial role of mothers in sharing their children's character. He criticizes mothers who prioritize blind obedience and root religious practices over critical thinking and moral development. He advocates for mothers to raise children who are intelligent, courageous, and morally upright, reflecting a just and compassionate God. In essence, Rizal's vision of raising a child in the image of God emphasizes the development of a well-rounded individual who is intellectually capable, morally upright, and committed to justice and the betterment of society. This is a far cry from the passive and unquestioning piety or strong devotion. Okay, so he saw as prevent, uh, prevalent in his time. Okay, so let me explain about the blind obedience and the root religious practices. No, blind obedience refers to a following commands of rule without critical thinking or questioning. Then there is a root religious example ani kay kanang nag-recite of prayers or performing rituals without understanding their meaning. So, mga to guys, thank you. Good day everyone. Good day sir. Let's talk about religiousness. Here in the Philippines, religiousness is broadly understood as a deep-rooted spiritual belief system, intertwined with cultural practices, influencing daily life and social structures. Also, Rizal made explicit that he believed that God exists. Okay. So, fun fact lang guys, no? So, kung mangutan na mo o nabasa ba ni Rizal ang Bible, and yes, that is true, according sa akong na-research kanina. And then, he he was convinced that a supernatural power behind all creation had to exist. He wrote to Father Pastils. So, who is this Father Pastils? Okay, so Father Pablo Pastils was the former spiritual director of Student Rizal at Ateneo Municipal de Manila.
Qualities of mother have to possess husband. Treat well and inspire them to perform husband duty to the family very well. 3 things a woman should install to their husband. 1. Activity and industry. This suggests encouraging ambition, hard work, and proactive approach to life. Noble behavior. This refers to promoting ethical conduct, integrity, and kindness. Worthy sentiments. This focuses on cultivating positive emotion and attitudes, such as gratitude, compassion, and love. Advice to the unmarried Filipino. Unmarried men. Choose a girl who has firm character and lofty ideas. This emphasizes selecting a partner with strong morals, principles, and ambitious goals. Unmarried woman. Noble and honored men. This suggests marrying into a family with a good reputation and social standing. Manly heart. This is somewhat possibly implying a woman should seek a partner with courage, strength, and determination. High spirit, not content with enduring slave. This reflects a moral stance against slavery and suggests choosing a partner who shares such values.